Hey everybody, Lair here.
I'm Abe.
And we are here at Dragon's Lair in Austin, Texas for round 2 of the Warhammer 40,000 monthly tournament.
It's like officially hot and sunny Austin, Texas at this point.
It's a ultra hot.
Yeah.
We are about 5 kilometers from the surface of the sun here. It's like 102 degrees.
It's very hot.
Outside.
Oh yeah,
outside.
outside. In here, nice and cool. Got some air conditioning.
Yep.
But the action's gonna be heating up. Oh, see how
That's
brought
good.
that around, tied it all together there.
That's good.
So this is round 2 of the 2,000 point Warhammer 40,000 8th edition, obviously, tournament. We're out here at table 1. We've got Nick and Matt playing today.
Tyrnanids versus Eldar.
Yeah. So if you've been watching our streams here, you've seen Matt here before.
Yep.
Nick's an old veteran, longtime player.
Oh yeah.
Probably going into his
A
noob. Yeah, noob.
Took 7th off.
With only like 25 years of experience at this game or something. Like Nick's coming up on the point where they start, I mean, he's not like quite Larry.
It's like he's looped. He's
right,
looped and come back
This
around.
is like the part where they start making like 25th anniversary models of you.
Yeah, that's pretty
Here
much.
you go.
I should ask that. I want a model.
I want a 25th anniversary model of me.
I want a model.
Like get out there and make that.
I agree.
It's not like you know anyone who sculpts or casts or anything like that out there. Larry.
I agree. We are playing mission 2 of this event is called Stormtroopin'.
Yep.
And let's just go through what's going on there.
Yeah. So this is going to be we're playing the Vanguard Strike deployment, which is the kind of diagonal corners. So pretty similar to the last one.
You'll look on there on the board. You can see both players have marked out their deployment zones with the line of dice.
Yep.
Right there, there's Nick. So we're going to have Tyranids up on the upper left, and then we're going to have Perfidious Eldar on the lower right.
Perfidious, yeah. They've left the Harlequins at home today, though.
They're busy.
They're busy.
They're in the webway somewhere doing something.
But if Matt loses, the Harlequins will have the last laugh.
All right, so diagonal primary objective. We have 3 objectives.
Each player places 3 objectives.
So a total of 6. 1 outside. So 2 will be outside of their deployment zones. 1 inside of their opponent's deployment zone, and 1 within their own deployment zone.
So each player should have end up with 2 objectives within the deployment zone, and there should be 2 in the center band.
Yep.
They have to be certain distances apart, but they're already placed, so that doesn't really matter today. Scoring them are scored at the end of the game. Objectives. I think what it means is it means objectives that are in your opponent's deployment zone, or objectives your opponent placed.
I think their opponent's
Deployment zone, yeah. So the objectives in your opponent's deployment zone are worth 10 points. The ones in no man's land are worth 8, and ones in your deployment zone are worth 4.
So you got to get out there and grab them. You can't just be sitting back.
And elites are counting as get objectives secured this game.
All right.
Which isn't technically a rule, but okay. Well, we all know what we mean when we say objective
I have
secured.
no elites anyway. I'm not trying to make
Well, Matt, you missed it. Last game we had the heavy supports had it, right?
I was not fighting any case.
Oh,
I know about the rules like
We had Kevin here had 6 big mech guns or mech guns, so all his grots were technically objective secured.
Which was fantastic.
Which was funny. So that's the primary objective. There is a secondary objective, like last time.
Up to 5, you have a maximum of up to 5 points that can be scored per turn.
Yep.
And there's a whole bunch of different ones. You can hold an objective for 1 point.
Yeah, killing enemy units,
1
holding
point.
objective, and killing enemy unit gets you an extra point for 3.
Gets you 3.
Mostly it's holding objectives this game.
Yep.
But if you kill elites, you do get extra ones like that.
Yep.
So that's going to be there, and we'll go over the list real quickly. So Nick up top, he is playing High Fleet Jormungandr.
Yep.
Jormungandr.
Or that, yeah, Jormungandr.
Or
sure. So he's got 2 battalions there. He's got let's see, not just a regular hive tyrant on foot, with a heavy venom cannon and some stuff. He's got Tyrnid Prime. He's got a unit of Ripper Scores, and he's got 2 9-man units of Tyranid Warriors. Each of those units have 6 with Bone Swords and Death Spitters, and 3 with Bone Swords and Venom Cannons. And then that also has 3 Carnifexes, which have Bone Maces, Enhanced Senses, and 2 Devourers with Brain Leech Worms. So that's his first battalion. His second battalion is going to have a Malanthrope and a Neuranthrope. And then some Ripper Swarms, and it looks like 20 Termagants, and Tyrannifex.
Nice. You can see that...
And an Exocrane? Does it have an Exocrane and a Tyrannifex? Yeah.
You can see up deployed on the upper left, up on the ridge. Nick has already deployed. There's a big there's a line right there. You have an Exocrine. Malanthrope is in the center. You've got the Tyrannifex right next to it, and then down in front is the Hive Tyrant.
Your objective is actually where the hell the others haven't realized it yet.
It's pretty much, yeah. And then Matt, he's got...
Matt has a 27-page army list because Rube Goldberg army list because he wanted to make it as complicated as possible. And he's also one of the few players, I have to say, extra kudos for him. He knows how to press the little print double-sided on his printer button because his list is double-sided.
It'd be bad if it was actually 17 actual pages.
So bad. So he has got an Eldar Trinity list with all kinds of Eldar stuff thrown into it.
So he's got a Layatok detachment that has a unit of Shining Spears, 2 Warlocks and a Farseer, and some Rangers, as well as a Crimson Hunter Exarch, which is really beautifully crimson, nicely done over there. You can really see the underbelly and the
it's Chiaroscuro shading.
Yeah, no, it's
just
just
trial run before I committed to the tournament list.
Sure it is. And then we've got a Kabbalite Drukhari list. He's got detachment. He's got an Archon in there. He's got 3 Ravagers with Disintegrators on them, and 2 of the what's the flyer you have over there?
2 Razor Wings.
2 Razor Wings. Yeah.
And then he's got a big giant unit of
Well,
grotesques.
there's 3 units.
Three
It's-
units,
yeah, and then he's got an attachment with a homunculus and 3 units of 3 grotesques. So 9 grotesques there. So lots of flyers.
Lots of wounds in this game.
Lots of wounds,
lots of things with lots of wounds.
Yeah, big things with lots of wounds. Not a lot of just like. There's some, but there's not a lot of like just junk infantry on the table today.
I like the theme of this game because we have a Malanthrope on the table,
Yeah.
which for all of you who read the background means that we are well past the initial Tyranid invasion.
Definitely.
Malanthropes are only around to pick over whoever's left, tough survivors, to figure out to eat them and then figure out how to make the Tyranids better. So clearly there's Malanthrope on the table and grotesques on the table.
Right,
so
and
there's some weird.
Well, we've got the Malanthrope on the Eldar, or the Tyranid side. And we've got Dark Eldar, so we have Misanthropes on the Eldar side over there.
All right.
So the question is, what historical battle are we recreating this game? 'Cause we had
This is true.
We had Waterloo last time.
Nice artillery hill.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna.
Sweet smoke machine in the middle.
SOS, I believe, is for strength of schedule or something. So it's basically a way of breaking some ties. I don't 100% understand how the Best Coast pairing or those scores.
Yeah, it's Swiss format, which is
Yeah.
the standard for most games.
Which is basically if you have more points, you play higher. You match up with people who play.
It's there as a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and strength of score is basically like if you played people who did really well,
Right.
you get a higher strength of score. So if there's sometimes depending on the tournament, if there is a tie in points or something like that, they may look at who has the better strength of schedules. Like, well, you both got the same amount of points, but you played all the worst players in the tournament,
Right.
And you played all the best players in the tournament, and
Right. So the guy who has the
yeah, you technically you're the better player or something like that.
Right. Because you have right.
It matches skill level better.
Yeah. But I don't know all the calculations that go into it.
case of dice in the loudest dice box, so it just blow out all the audio on the stream.
Oh, it'll be good. It'll be good.
We've had people come in. One of the guys plays with one of the Wormwood dice towers.
Oh my god, that was so
It's very loud.
Yep.
Okay. That'll be the 4. I guess I have scouts in a second. Okay. But that's after we see this one.
You're all just running into each other, scraping the paint off like crazy.
They're just stuck. They don't even have movement anymore.
Well, all right, we are fully deployed. Rolling for turn 1.
So Nick has deployed this nice line with his artillery hill.
What do we got?
6.
You get it 'cause you went first.
Lots of warriors
Would
in
you
the
like
top.
Roxy?
All right, he's thinking about it. He's going to seize.
Alright. No seizing today.
No seizing. Oh,
But we do have rangers.
Eldar Rangers.
Actually, no. There's no reason for you to second because there's no end of turn step. So I'll try this.
You attempt to seize.
And that's all.
Do Rangers deploy after setup but before first turn?
That's one of the tournaments here, so I wouldn't feel sorry for him. These are both solid players here. I mean, I feel sorry for anyone who has to play Tyrnanids because they're just a horrible army to play against. Like, there's no fun involved in it, but also you can't feel sorry for the Dark Eldar. They don't need it. They're bad
They like
people.
the pain?
Yeah, they like the pain. They're bad people, exactly.
You're like the pity.
You can't. No.
You can't feel sorry.
I don't think Dark Eldar like pity. That's like one of the emotions they probably don't particularly like. Or understand, maybe.
They don't understand pain.
Like, what is this emotion you're feeling? I don't get it. Your tears of pity just don't taste as sweet.
It's more savory. It's more savory. It's
Yeah.
the salt. The salt.
Thank you.
Done?
I am done. You're up.
All right, guys. So we are getting.
Here we go. Top of 1.
All right.
It's the first annual running of the Termagants. There they go. Dun, 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 dun,
They're off.
They're off. I like the paint scheme on these Tyranids. I think they must have eaten a bunch of wood elves recently.
Take that fiber somehow.
I mean, like, yeah.
Carnifex.
Kind of like the idea that, like,
Hive Tyrant.
oh, that's fair. No, I agree with you. As a Tau player, I would dislike Tyranids a lot. I kind of feel like the Tyranids just have, like, it'd be cool if they just had, like, chlorophyll. Like, all that green is actually just chlorophyll. They're like, yeah, we're a bug.
That would make sense. You not only eat the planet, you eat also their sunlight.
Yeah, no, you eat
Not
everything.
even your stars.
I ate so many trees, I'm full of chlorophyll. Because they have to, like, save all the biomass to regurgitate into the thing. They can't use the biomass that they...
They would eat
Yeah.
plants.
Yeah, no, they
They
did.
clearly eat
Right.
plants.
But, like, but they eat plants and then they got to regurgitate it into the spawning pools, right? So they have to save that biomass. They can't feed themselves off the biomass, so they all have to survive off of just, chlorophyll. Sunlight and stuff.
There they go. Moving up. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of bugs up there on the top.
Guns advancing
Do you think Corn's angry?
That's a trick question.
No, like Corn is like... Corn comes off as angry as being, like, very bloodthirsty, and, like, I'm gonna get in there and, like, just slaughter blood, but, like, do you think Corn's actually angry?
I think he's just upset.
But he doesn't fight because he's upset. He's not into blood because he's angry about something. He's into blood because, like, he likes blood, you
I
know?
think, it's just, I think he's pumped up.
He's pumped up, right.
He's fiery.
I mean, like, Nurgle is jolly,
Yes.
obviously.
Alright. Shoots it.
All right. That was a quick Tyranid movement phase.
Unpainted flag.
Alright. The Tyrann effects. Right past the psychic phase.
I guess my range most
I guess if you're putting psychic mode.
Tyrannid or Hive Tyrant will catalyst himself
All right.
Or no, he'll cut us if I'm
Backing it up into the psychic phase.
5 that does not get it. He will. The horror, I think, is probably out of range.
Horror.
The horror.
I'm not sure if I was on side.
24 inches. Selecting the 24. I'll see if they're. No, not so much.
That was a horror.
I won't smite him in ether for no reason. -2 to hit, huh?
Yep.
Is that due to range or just all the time?
Based on stuff. So -1 hit for a flyer, -1 hit if you're outside the goal. For this.
Yeah, I'll go for some 6s.
Yep.
2 hits.
Oh!
Strict 10.
Yep. T6. So.
1.
-4.
-4. I think so. Might be 3.
Let's see what matters.
T6. 1 whole damage.
Alright.
That was a lot of sound and fury for nothing.
It was a point of damage.
I did it, guys.
I'm helping. Let's see if any of them cannons in range. Probably not.
I ruptured myself.
6. Other cannons in range.
I mean, you know, it's a scared Exarch now. He's like, nothing can hit me. He's like, wait, whoa, whoa. There goes my confidence right there.
So, miasma cannon into whatever those things are.
Grotesque.
Threes, or D3 shots first.
Okay.
So, 2 shots.
2 shots.
3, 1 hits. Strength 8.
6.
3, 1, -2.
Horrible. How much damage?
And so that's just flat 3.
Flat 3. Feel pains.
3 damage on a grotesque.
How many wounds does Grotesque have by default?
4.
4. 1 wound left.
They are very rude because there's only 4 damage weapons. Just
Not
3
a lot.
damage weapons.
Yeah.
Just like they're holding on to that one wound. They're like, really? You gonna do that to me?
Gotta bring Captain Smash with the Blood Angels in.
Yeah, he just like goes in.
Wow.
And then you have one of those 6 feeling pains. You're like, are you serious?
Good.
Yeah, Daka. Effects at your dudes -2.
Does in first floor block my side?
Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Then,
I
that's
mean,
all
like, I'll
I
go
got.
back and put them there.
Can't shoot through windows.
It's a sporting choice. The Tyrnanids are very sporting.
They put blackout curtains.
It's all you?
All right.
Blackout.
So that was a lightning quick.
Got to score it though.
Oh. Yeah, Nick scores.
Nick, score it.
You held an objective, I assume.
I held this objective. How close you have to be? 3 inches? Excuse me, 3 inches.
Yeah.
3, you got it. So you got that one.
Yeah, one objective. Didn't kill anything.
Okay, so you kill an object, or you kill a whole, you get 5.
So 1.
1.
All right.
Hits.
And we are into the bottom of 1. Here come. It's now the running of the grotesque. So they go.
Ah, oh my god, this is interesting.
Having people watching makes me actually do the scorekeeping stuff.
Right? You go this 8.
Okay.
Just
A big old giant pile of grotesques, all up on that terrain feature. Getting some cover.
Getting into the little ruins.
Uh,
The Aquila Lander there.
Matt is moving the rangers out. There they go. Let's see what they can do with their shuriken pistols.
Heck yeah. Actually, I'm still using the sniper.
Cause in 8th edition, you could move and fire your sniper rifle.
Yeah. And in 6s, you get the extra mortal on top.
Yeah.
It's true.
Why not?
It's true.
Besides, you gotta snipe those former guys. You gotta make them feel special.
This one's for you.
I matter.
For you.
I'm important in this world.
These guys are going to advance. So that's going to be, I think, 22. I think they get automatically, it might be 6. Never advanced them before. They get 6. They get 6. So they're going to go.
Never advanced them before. Today they'll do it.
Oh, yeah, they go 22. They have 16 movement. I was on this 14.
Underneath your massive army list.
Ah! We've been hitting there for a
Easily
while.
confused.
Yeah. It's hiding beneath the ream of paper you've brought here. See, Matt also is secretly a Tyrnanid. Not a player, a Tyrannid. He consumed a tree, turned it into biomass, and then regurgitated that as an army list.
Fantastic.
You're on to me.
That's why he's wearing green.
All right. Well, those are some shiny spears that are just going straight in there.
They're advancing.
They're the dark spears.
Dark spears.
Shining spears moving up. What? 22?
22.
22. Zoom all the way.
Just outside of your base fences. So they're off. This dude will advance. Oh, my, see, I'm going to roll that with his fleet. As well. Here.
I tell you, I think I'm gonna start a company. All right.
Dark Eldar flyers. They're moving on up. Tell me about your
I'm
company.
gonna start a company,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna be a subscription. And every year you pay, every 3 months you pay into the subscription, right?
Uh-huh.
And we track how long you play your game, 40k, right?
Mhm.
And then at the end of it, and then like at 5 years you get your anniversary model, and then like at 10 years you get your 10-year anniversary model. And we're just gonna custom make you a model every 5 years for your anniversary.
If you make it.
If you make it, yeah.
A monthly subscription to get something every 5 years?
Yes.
Well, because do you know how much? Yeah.
Printing money.
Well, I mean, do you know how much like a custom sculpt per player is gonna cost me? That's what you pay like $5 a month, and then at the end,
You're gonna go with the Abe box.
at the end of
Every month you get Abe stuff.
yeah, no.
Abe dollars. Abe dollars.
You don't
You
get
have to-
anything until 5 years in, and then you get.
You have to think about it. It's like a layaway.
Right, exactly.
It's more of a layaway.
And that way you feel like you've accomplished something. You're like, oh, I accomplished something. I've been doing this for 5 years. It's like 40k retirement. It's fun. Of course, what I don't tell anyone is that I'm going to go out of business at 4.5 years into this.
It's that it's just everyone gets a Primaris model, which is the custom head.
No,
that's glued onto
no.
it.
Because 4.5 years in, everyone's been paying me for 4.5 years. No one's got their 5-year anniversary model. Then I just shut the whole thing down and take their money and go.
Nice.
Flawless.
So it's Kickstarter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. Totally understand.
I don't know why there isn't more like a Kickstarter or something like that to do more custom models. I guess there are, but
Alright, and then where is the Crimson Hunter gonna
like Hero Forge or whatever.
Oh, he's a character.
He knows how to
Alright. You can tell the Eldar are all they're moving out fast. Nothing's hanging back. Even the Ravagers. Alright, there's the Crimson Hunter moving way out. On the, you'll see that on the the extreme bottom of the table.
Okay, everything is moved. Awesome. Cool. So let's go to psychic phase. It's going to be outside of all the ranges. He's going to cast
Alrighty.
on this unit. Actually, my first thing is my 12 unit. Let's go. We have. How about lose it? Of my 12 command points.
That's really on top of things today, is guys.
Do I get it back for my Willow trick? Yes, so it doesn't cost me anything. It's going to be +1 to casting for Protect as well as. So we're going to do Protect first on these guys. It's a 7, so now it's a 6. It goes off.
Well, check anyway.
That's, I was measuring, it's like, that's not within my range. So they're +1 all their saves. He's going to cast Fortune on them. Successfully, so they have 5 kill with him. He's going to cast Conceal on them. They are now -1 to hit too. So that's all 3 buffs on that. Now he's going to doom those warriors. An 11, yeah, so they're just doomed. I was much better last time. Yeah, she's like power up all game.
Here we see the annoying Eldar mechanics come into play.
They're very annoying. We don't fail dice rolls. It's
don't feel dice rolls, and everyone gets
It's whatever they want. So let's go shoot. Yeah, that's all. This one's like so shooting. Goes to the 12. Yes, they would all be within 12. So 9 of them shooting into this guy. You're outside of. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
time for some laser lances.
Laser lances.
Did anyone see the Warhammer communities, Duncan's thing about the knights that he put up in the Warhammer community, where he's like, oh, the Knight Castellan, it's got a laser lance. That must be some kind of crazy cool close combat weapon. Let's see how good it is. And he's like, no, it's not an 80-inch range. That's not a close combat weapon at all.
Do you want to save so far? Oh, yeah. Do you want to save so far?
He's obviously.
There's strength 7 times 6. He's strength 6 times 7.
How did you do this? The second half.
Nids are complicated.
I don't know a single 6 at all. That's awkward. You have 6 armor saves.
That was really awkward. Minus nothing?
Minus nothing, yeah.
They did not advance, so they are still in cover because of Norman Gondik. They are 2 ups. They're good.
Solid. I'm just going to command point in front.
You know what now?
I get it back. 3. No.
That didn't work. That didn't. Nope. Don't like that.
It
It was bad. It was all bad. Go away.
It was a joke.
Laser pointers activate.
Blind them! That's the Garden strategy.
Sweet.
That's just the shooting.
Well, welcome from Merlin.
Okay.
Glad to have you with us.
Okay. Crimson Hunter. The first no succeed. We're going to fire this one.
Okay.
Everything. The 2 lances are hits. D6 and 3s. One goes through. D6 damage. Takes through.
Minus.
4.
Actually, he does have 6 up.
What? Oh, German Gunner just gives you no pain? Or
It gives him cover, unless I advance or charge.
Okay, cool.
6? No, that's fresh.
All right.
So, 1, 2.
3.
3 wounds on the Carnifex.
And then the 1 hit.
From the Crimson Hunter. Pop.
Yeah, right. So, does it shoot off flyers?
Oh, that's not a great start to the Eldar shooting phase.
I did so much better.
We're going to fire the sniper.
He's shooting more than you.
Okay, we got 10 sniper
He
rifles
doesn't have
right
minus
there.
2 to hit.
Point blank range on the Termagants.
It's gonna be fine. You don't even know.
You don't even understand. So
Did you
have
get any sniper
5
shots?
saves and 1 more wound.
Oh, wow.
1 dies, and these are 5 up. They did advance, and these are 6s. 1, so 5 die.
The Rangers were like, why did we get so close to do this? Don't we have really long range on our sniper rifles?
Okay.
So much for the scopes.
Yeah.
I'll start with this thing. He's going to shoot missiles here. I'm guessing with this unit orders. They do feel. Oh no, they feel the thing. So I'll start with missiles. 3 missiles. So I need 3s. Reroll 1s.
Yeah, Dark Eldar flyers shooting, putting fire, putting missiles way across the board towards those Termagants on the bottom left.
6 armor saves.
6 saves.
6s!
Believe.
I made 2.
Hey, they survived.
Oh!
They're gonna do this to me.
And then there was 1.
Are they even in Sinatra?
Probably not. So there will be none.
Okay, the disintegrator cannons into the Dune's warriors.
Disintegrators into
are
the
they
warriors up
doing?
on the top.
2 through 83 with their armor.
These guys are normally 4 up in their cover.
So 2 at minus 3.
6s. Or no, they advance, so.
No, so it's gonna be 2 damage each. So I guess 3 damage each, right? And then no, it doesn't spill over.
Oh, yeah.
The splinter rifle.
I hate that the thing has a splitting rifle.
What does?
The flyer has a splitting rifle. Well, that's the dumbest thing. Like,
it's like when they put a heavy stubber.
no, it's not. It's like if you're like, oh, I've got my F-16 and I taped it, an M16 did it. Also, like, I've got my cannons and I've got my missiles.
Why is there a heavy stubber on a knight? Just to be irritated.
Because the anti-infantry, like tanks have you have a machine gun to clear off infantry, but it's not a machine gun. It's a rifle.
It's for strafing.
It's not for you don't strafe with a rifle. Like put a cannon on it or something. Yeah, it's not even twin linked. It's just like a single splitter rifle.
Maybe they put it on there to make the Dark Eldar pilots more hateful.
Yeah, like, oh, why do I have this stupid gun?
It just makes them more mad. And they like
feel my passion through strength. Guys, tell me out there. Agree with me or disagree? Isn't it silly that there's a splitting rifle on a vehicle, like on a flyer? And it's like the one time in the game where they didn't name it something new just to name it, right? They're like, could have come up with a new gun, a Raven's Beak or something like that.
The Raven. That's terrible. That's a terrible name. The Raven's Beak.
Well, it's better than it's better than taping an M16 to your F-16.
That's true. That is just rolling away as fast as you can. Shooting.
There are 4 one's at 2 HP, right? Yeah. Okay, so he dies, and then 2 more die with him, so 3 all.
Just whittling down the warriors.
Yep, warriors are dropping left and right.
Another disintegrator.
Just ravagers blazing away.
You might say they're being ravaged.
I mean, you could. I don't.
Larry doesn't have a sense of humor, guys.
It's like 4.5 die.
I'm Sumerian. I do not laugh. So Abe laughs for me.
I do.
Okay, and last disintegrators are going to fire into those warriors.
I agree with that.
And again.
But the Corvus Blackstar is one of the best models in the game right now, just from like pure cool looks.
Yes.
They do.
The only reason it's not the best is that it can't carry Primaris Marines.
Sure.
If it can carry Primaris Marines, it would be the best, hands down. But the Imperium is a cruel caste society, and it's clear that even though bikes can fit
I'm telling
inside
you,
a Corvus Blackstar, for some reason they won't let.
I think it
Primaris
is
Marines
solely because people don't trust Call.
They just don't trust them.
They don't trust Call. And they're like, you can't let him in here. They'll learn our secrets.
I told you it's because he reversed the polarity on the boot
boots, right?
Okay, so here's my theory for why Primaris Marines cannot ride inside any normal transports. If you go back and look, the original Rogue Trader specifically says that all Space Marines have magnets in their boots so that they can stick onto deck plating, so they can like walk in space and do stuff. So I think that Primaris Marines, he reversed the magnets. And if they try to step on Marine vehicles, it repels them. They slip. So they're like, and that's why. That's my theory. Sticking with it.
All right, Nick, so what have you lost so far?
Entire Warrior Squad, entire Gun Squad, so that's, I think, 2 points to you.
I mean, his determination. That's what I think.
True.
Drive, will.
That'll be the end of my phase. I control objective, which gives me a point. I will kill the unit, I get a short point, and I did both, so that's 3 points.
Okay, so that is 3 points.
It's 1, 1, and 3.
To score max 5.
I think this is just.
It doesn't say it's exclusive.
I think it is. You'd have to go ask John, but it feels like it should be.
What is?
It feels like it should be, but yeah, it doesn't say it's exclusive.
Right, because if you hold one, it's 1. If you kill one, it's 1. But if you do them both, you get 3.
Yeah, it's
Like not far.
But
Oh, that's clearly the way that thing's
it
done.
should be, but it doesn't say anything.
I mean, we're not judges. I don't care.
You
what
can
score.
go ask him.
Yeah. You guys score whatever you feel like scoring.
Yes.
Doesn't hold anything. It doesn't have any elites. And I don't have. Yeah, we'll figure out the end. You just put a 3 to the side.
All right. So tentatively 3 points. About 3 to 5.
Yeah, because I scored 3
But,
minimum.
you know,
but the 2 are.
That sounds like an Eldar thing, though. Like, I have like 3 to... How many points do you have? Like 3 to 5. Some number.
That's a very Eldar.
Yeah, like, I've got some points. You know what?
I'll let you know after it's over.
Yeah.
And Nick got 1.
Yes. So Nick lost 1 squad of warriors, 1 squad of gods, but he's still got some power things in there.
All right, and we're on to turn 2. Here we go. Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant, moving on up. This is what's going to happen, guys. You're going to get to see all the monstrous creatures fighting the
pseudo-monstrous creatures.
Pseudo-monstrous creatures. It's going to be great. Just lots of meat.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
You don't want to eat Dark Eldar meat. It's
Don't
bad.
you?
No.
Is it?
It's bad.
All skin and bone.
It's all bad.
There's no meat there.
Like the normal Dark Eldar.
Gotta.
There's no meat. It's like eating chicken wings.
Well,
And then the
don't people love eating
and then all
chicken
the homunculus,
wings?
that's just gross meat.
It's like
You don't-
eating
you don't
chicken
want
wings,
that.
he says.
You don't
Aren't
want any
chicken
of the
wings like
homunculus
super
meat.
popular?
All these different flavors on the homunculus.
Yeah, it's just a big It's
Like, aren't there entire restaurants that just do chicken wings?
Shit. Oh.
yeah, but not Dark Eldar restaurants. Is there a Dark Eldar restaurant? Applebee's. Applebee's is clearly the Dark Eldar restaurant. There we go.
You'll just be sad and disappointed.
Yes.
Exactly. Just like they want.
I guess you could consider their food torture as well, so you know.
Dark Eldar, the other dark meat.
I mean, he has actual Eldar on his list.
That's true. They're the white meat.
You're getting into weird territory here.
Okay, fine.
Look, the Dark Eldar are you take their bones and you make stock out of them, and then you use the Eldar that were fleshier as the meat.
The remaining warrior squad. What's so sad? Yes.
And you hit the soul scroll.
I'm seeing that you're basically making a food pyramid out of the Eldar
Sure.
race.
Well, the soul
I don't
stones,
like
you
that.
take the soul stones and you put them in like your salt grinder, and then that's your like flavoring on top. Clearly.
Eldar shenanigans.
You get it, so I didn't stop it.
All right, so we got the Saga face here.
Because you rolled 9.
Nick, on your top, what's dead and what's alive, real quickly?
That's it.
Okay, so we do have some.
Except for this. This is Burrow.
Burrowing.
Okay, so we have some units flanking there. He's still pushing forward in the center. We're in the psychic phase now, boys and girls.
The horror.
What are they going to be able to do during the psychic phase? Okay, casting the horror
The grotesque.
on the grotesque.
6.
So,
Goes on to 9.
I'll try to deny it with a warlock. Sure. No. So there's 2 units that we want the front one or the back one.
How many are in each?
3.
Fine.
Okay, the front unit is horror.
The horror. I'm gonna put on that red light.
Meat. Yes.
I don't know what's going on. That's my, yes.
Do you?
Yeah, it's like season smite. Did you cross the inside?
In the closest unit?
As close as visible unit.
Okay. Yeah. Put on your plane. Is that the last item you have? I have second.
Section. Okay.
Okay, we have a successful smite on the Eldar flyer.
What about the range?
On the Dark Eldar flyer.
9.
9. Sure, we'll try the crack one. Warlock. Oh, no, what do you get?
2.
2. I don't know if I'm ever going to do. I think 2 is.
They're falling apart.
10 target. Successful. Now 6.
6. Okay. I will read Farseer. Or Farseer, that one. He's going to use the rings. But he denies it. Excellent.
Shoots it. Over there.
Good.
Deck effects, is that 1 squad, 2 squads?
That's 2 squads of 5. That range should be -1 hit.
I'll do 12 on each squad.
Wow, that's a lot of shooting.
Front squad. 4s.
Yeah.
5 hits. 2s. 4 ones. Back squad. 4s. 4 hits. 2 of them.
2 dice.
Deck effects is letting me down over here.
I know.
Scouts are a pain to like kill. What's your
You still roll poorly.
that is pretty cool, yeah.
He had 12 shots that hit him 4s, and he got 4 hits and 2 wounds. Like,
Yeah,
winning on
3 or
2s.
4 usually.
Huh?
Get average 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I'll do.
Yeah, I mean, he got half as many as average.
As defense.
Defense. Right now they have 2 of armor, 3 of impulsing and shooting. They're -1 to hitting and shooting, -1 outside of 12, and I can potentially use strategy to another -1. And they also have 5 field pain, unfortunately. They are mega buff defensively. Yeah, I defend. Like, I don't want to lose them. They're the one.
All right. So front card effects into your front abomination squad.
All right. That is a lot of dice.
No, no might as well in there. There's 3 cats.
Into the homunculi. Here we go. I mean, into the grotesques.
Toughness 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus stuff.
I take 4 wounds and then die.
Same thing for background effects.
Excellent.
You're whittling down the grotesques there.
Slightly worse.
Hey, just whistling Dixie over here, son. He's whittling them down. Get those DACA in.
Kill stand takes him down to 2.
All right.
Last one in the squad.
Last one. 2 wounds.
2 grotesques are down. The last one has 2 wounds left from that leading
Oh, I'll
squad.
go ahead and kill him from the other cannon. If I'm within 8, I'll hit. Shot him. D3 shots. 3 shots. Auto hits. Lose everything out. 2 shots. 3 wounds. -2.
Hit rolls. How much damage?
Do 3 each.
1, 1, 3.
So 3
How
damage.
much? D3? 3. Or just 3 base?
Straight 3.
Okay. I believe so. No, I don't believe
The Dark Elder tried to hope and then realized they don't know what hope means.
Is.
Like, we've killed all the hope. Shit.
Victory.
All right. So 3 down.
All right.
Let's see what these guys can shoot. Alright, I'll put all of the death spitters into this thing.
He's spinning death.
So the squad is within 12.
That one doesn't have any minus.
Oh, okay.
It has -1 for being a flyer. So what do they target?
They're gonna go all the death spitters into that and the venom cannons into the front raptor.
I'll give the Raptor -1 to hit. So 2 points. Do I get them back? I'm really good at that apparently. In this game.
All right.
Off you one.
So it's uses lightning fast reflexes, I think.
6 death spitters on your flyer.
Yep.
Here we go.
Will make them a 4-up.
6 deaths.
That's what you do. Spit on them? Yes.
Like, I'm an airplane. How are you even doing this?
What's your skill?
3 up with the prime, so hit on force. Strength 5 toughness. 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1.
Symbols. Damage 1? Yes. Feel pain. 3 go through.
You feel lots of pain. I feel plain pain.
Why does my pain feel plain?
Alright, gun cannons at your front ravager, doing 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. Bows.
There we go.
Oof.
Ooh, 7 hits.
Venomed.
6 to 3.
That'll be 6 wounds at -2.
Woo, venomed.
I don't like this guy anymore. So 3 go through damage.
2, 3, 4.
4 damage.
Wow, wow, wow.
4 go through. Down to 6.
4 wounds to the Ravager.
Could have been better. Could have been better.
He will continue shooting the flyer. 3, 6.
Flyer will continue projects.
I don't like it.
So, and he's gonna pop symbiotic slime, so
Ew.
attack
Plus
extra
1
damage.
Oh god. Oh yeah, you're up.
Force.
Just the exocrine.
The Tyrnanid thing.
we go.
Tyrnanids are just all bugs to me. I don't know their names. Like, they all look alike.
Number 6, right? Yeah. 3 wounds. Minus 3.
2 damage each, right?
3 damage each.
I get 3 like that. 2 blocks, I take 4 wounds.
1?
Yep.
Oh, the Flyer's got 1 wound left.
Death Spitter from my prime in range.
Do it, Prime!
Death!
Do it!
Right
Do
in,
it!
Right in the cockpit. No.
Dang.
I'm gonna make worth that 1 wound or less than 5 million or only one with that. The Dark Elder away.
Probably sucks now. He's got a chart.
Yeah, I'd be at 8
Yeah, he's in bad shape in any case.
This should be in range of your other flyer.
Tyrannifex. What's the Tyrannifex going to do?
See, if Nick can kill the other flyer, have it explode, he can change
Yeah.
to kill the other one, and they can just crash into each other in midair. It'd be perfect.
This will be on 5s.
How do you do this?
Oof, that could be bad.
Strength 10, so 4, I believe.
5 bin rolls. Both the 3 d6 right? Yep.
Come on, 12.
Big win.
Or 5.
I take
5 wounds on the other one.
End the shooting phase. They'll shoot again.
Ah, that's what Nick's
I'm
saving.
gonna use 3 command points this time. Do we get it back? No. Does it go off? Yes. Okay. So it just costs me 3. You don't do it. You keep the command points now.
Effect! Agents of
His agent's effect!
Per game or
Nope. That's 1 per phase.
I mean, it's 3 command points.
It's 3 command points.
Stupid Deldar.
Dildar.
He's like, aha, I'm vect. I've infiltrated the hive mind. What?
How do we have agents?
You only thought it was a Termagant.
Yes, some Termagant rips off his
We
clothes.
infiltrated your ammo. You joined our side.
Ah.
I trained this Ripper for 20 years.
How about you?
Before I released it.
This is a good plan.
It's like this is why they have you never heard the phrase a dark Eldar in Termagant's clothing? Like
It's terrible.
It misses you.
It worked. There you go. You saw it, guys. Agents of X. It worked.
all right.
That was hilarious.
There's the Agent's Effect.
All right,
That was
there you
important.
Go. Carnifex charging into Eldar Rangers. See what other charges we have.
Tyrant. Did they kill that last protest? Or just 3?
Yes.
Yep, one of the squads of Grotesque is dead.
Where is that guy's base?
Right there. Like, wherever he's at.
Looks like you need like a 6 or a 7 somewhere.
You want to eat that Overwatch. I know you do. It's like 7.
What's the range on their special gun? 6?
6 on their special guns, so they still have like 36 shots. But you're free to do it. It's okay. Yeah.
He's looking for a 7 there. He'll go on that.
Alright.
All right.
So, first 5 minutes.
All right, here we go. Hive Tyrant charging into the Shining Spears. Here comes the Overwatch.
Is the Hive Tyrant charging first, or?
Or is it who's charging
Hive
first?
Tyrant,
Hive Tyrant. All right, he's
Hive
leading.
Tyrant.
He's taking it on the chin. How many 6s is Matt going to roll?
1. Take a invul.
1 6.
Invul or?
1 invul. Yeah.
Made it. Whew.
All right. And Carnifex got into the Rangers also down at the bottom.
I'm not going to point roll.
Alright.
All right, makes it with a command point.
Matt, you're not going to Agents Effect his command point reroll?
That is a different phase. What's his weapon?
He's got silent down. Monstrous silent
So
down.
like, let's see.
3 damage, minus 3.
4 attack? Does it go off? I didn't realize. It goes off, you lose the command points. And...
How many command points do you have left?
I get 2 back, so it costs me 1. I'm down to
So I
6.
don't lose the command points or
You do lose 1. So I'm down to 6.
Fact.
I keep getting them back on 6s.
Shenanigans. Alright, Carnifex.
I didn't think he'd actually do that.
I infiltrated your legs.
I trained these Tyrannid hooves for 20 years.
So, 4 Carnifex turns.
I can go for it.
I think it's clearly something in the biomass, right?
8 shots now.
Yeah.
It's something in the water. Yes, they like.
Like Vectis secretly been feeding Tyranids planets that are loyal to him.
Like, why are you feeding them? Trust me.
Trust me. These cells are my agents. I've infiltrated the Hive fleet on a cellular
I trained
level.
100 agents and then threw them into the pits. Threw them into the reclamation pits. All right, so the hive tyrant was vected, did not charge, but the Carnifex did make it in.
Yes, one. Feels like he does not like.
Why did everything get so tough this edition?
Says the guy with the army full of like 11 wound monsters.
Yeah.
They're so weak now. They're so awkward. 4, 3 charged.
All right, Carnifex into the
7,
into the Rangers.
2 whole ones.
No red or anything? Yeah, it's just a gun. 5 ups, 1 die.
I'm hitting you with my guns.
Squish
Get
one.
in there.
Two ups. Feel the pain. I think you got it.
You feel pain.
I felt pain.
But somewhere, but nearby, the homunculus is smiling. He's like, oh
I have plans
yes.
for him.
He's like, that Eldar felt some pain, all right.
Swinging back. They don't even get 5 back. They're not real good right now.
All right, Shining Spears attacking back on the Carnifex.
You might regret this.
If they do more than a freaking shuriken cannon, I'm gonna be like, why? Why? 1 armor save. Elf arms, go! He's good. Okay.
He cares
Well,
not.
none must do nothing. Okay. That one's done there. Anything else for combat or anything? I gotta swing over there with my 3 dudes.
Here we
More elf
go.
arms.
More. 1 armor save.
Oh my god.
Oh, you fail this.
Oh my god.
Sad.
Going effects no like.
Wow.
That was a ranger wounded Carnifex in combat.
Solomon Grundy, no understand.
Alright, well, you guys really didn't know that, so 3 points.
Hit him right in the little toe. The
Wait,
little toe hurts.
I'm still mildly sad that Brandon Sullivan, one of our friends, didn't name like his kid Grundy.
Can we text John and see? I mean, I'm assuming it is.
I spent 2 command points.
So are you at 3?
4, not and yeah, I got the same 3, maybe 5. What?
They can now assault after
Oh. Oh, this is the question. Oh, I will go get you an answer to that right now.
All right, so that was the end of Tyranid turn 2. We are chugging along here.
Not the gross. That sounds terrible.
You can't get rid of the growths. It's the growths.
The worst disease ever.
These guys are just gonna walk away. 360, walk away.
So guys, I hope you're enjoying the many uses of Agents of Vect we're seeing today. From stopping Tyranids from shooting to stopping Tyranids from charging, which is basically just stopping Tyranids from being able to do things in general. Function as an army. You can't shoot, you can't charge.
Can't do anything.
It makes it real hard. It makes it real hard to win. It is 5.
It is 5.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. It's John Cook's rules. Like, I've gotten used to them over the years.
Samson is benevolent. He loves us all.
And now we know. So that's 1, 5, 5,
6.
6. Okay.
Well, 1, 5, 5. Total of 6.
Yes. So from where?
Yes. So I don't actually know like why
That
there's
3
other
becomes a
objectives on
5?
here.
Okay.
Alive. Okay, guys.
And then down below is 6.
All right, so the Eldar are repositioning their flock over on the corner here.
These guys
I mean, he's doing a decent job of stopping Tyrnanids from living.
Doing my best.
He's stopped a good 20 Tyrnanids from living so far.
Flyers, you need to fly over, not that. Flyers, I don't want them to blow up.
Kill the flyers. Kill the flyers, Nick. Kill the flyers.
It's only got one wood left.
Yep.
I should be able to do something to it.
Smote it.
Doesn't it like go slower? It like hits things or can't
It still does,
turn.
like, it starts at 72.
Yeah.
It goes down to like
40. Yeah. 20 to 40.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, so
Only the entire table
slow.
now.
all the other Dark Elves are laughing at it for being too slow.
He killed a whole unit of 9.
40.
He killed 9 warriors. That's a lot of warriors. It's half of Nick's warriors.
Yeah, I lost one warrior last game. This makes me sad that I lost the entire squad on the first turn.
Now the Dark Eldar run around, run away.
They're just gonna sit
Nick's just gonna keep throping it up.
Sounds gross.
So you do. You thrope things.
Get throat.
Oh,
Don't make me throw you.
that's pretty.
Archon will dance.
Go show the camera that.
Okay. You're just gonna go 9, guys. You're joking.
Go put that on.
Yeah.
Okay. Give it a taste.
It's for tomorrow. For tomorrow.
Fine. I mean, I'm not saying they're good or bad, but I'm saying killing 9 warriors is killing Tyranids. It's
That's
not.
actually a pretty good number. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's not just popcorn anymore. Like I killed some Gauns. No one cares that you killed the Gauns. Like,
There go the Ravagers.
The gods care.
the Gauns don't care.
Actually, really don't.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't have. They literally like, don't have enough brains to care.
Okay. Everything has moved. The can move. That's our psychic phase. We'll spend 1 command point. Actually, don't need that. I'm done putting back this one. And they get +1 to their casting for the warlock. That's casting protect. We're gonna cast protect on these guys.
No, you're not.
No.
No.
That is a
They
failure.
really need it. No, they don't. They're using the next guy's gonna cast Conceal. Goes off with -1 to hit shooting. Farseer will cast Doom. Successfully, they are doomed. You man. That was the whole shenanigans and doing things. And then he's gonna cast Fortune on these guys. They are fortunate. Cool. It's done.
We got Fortune, Doom, and Conceal, but no Protect.
He's gonna shoot you with a blaster. It's on 3s, on 2s. Oh, we go 1s because he's awesome. It wounds, goes through 8d4. It does no mind 2 damage.
Come on, warriors.
All right, that's Archon.
Yeah, that was Archon.
Archon, Blaster to Warrior.
Catalyst, so it's doing
Yeah.
They feel less pain.
Pain. Oh god.
Many much pains.
And his plasma really launcher and the 1 shot, 1 hit. Just Alright, this one's gonna we're gonna start with that flyer. He's gonna just
Shoot my command points. Oh my god.
do we have cover right now?
Yes.
Okay, so then it's no one's advanced, not really. So he's just gonna go shoot them with everything. We're gonna start with the Warriors 1 HP.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna start with the splinter rifle. let's get that out of the way. No rerolls. I'm hitting on 4s. 1 arm set.
3 up.
Good. The missiles, I'll do the -1 missiles. So D6 shots.
So you're gonna throw everything you can to try to kill the warrior, the other warriors this
1
turn.
hit. 1 save -1. 4.
You take Lasty.
And Disintegrators. Hey, not bad. You take 4 -3.
Come on, 6s. 3 go through. Saves 1, so 1 dies. Last 2.
We'll go with
Whittling down the warriors.
this one firing it in.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of disintegrators.
9 shots. Still 1 HP. And you have 7 minus 3. Jesus. Yeah, that's the first round.
Here's an interesting thought. What's the most important stat for a gun?
Important stat for a gun.
What do you think? Strength, AP, or damage is more important?
I think it's a tie between AP and damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's almost strength.
It's almost, yeah.
Yeah. I think in 8th, I think, and probably AP. I think AP is the big thing.
Is the
That's
big
why like
thing?
things like Hellblasters are so scary, because there's plenty of weapons that do. It's that
Yeah.
it's the really high AP, because I think the combination of cover and armor being the same thing makes AP incredibly useful, because it does, as opposed to in previous editions where it was different. It was but having one stat on your weapon be able to negate both armor and
Sure.
cover is very devastating.
Guys, if you're in chat, what do you think? Do you think strength, AP, or damage is the most important stat on a weapon?
When you're judging a weapon,
Huh?
Depends what you're shooting at. Quantity, unless you're shooting tanks. That's right.
Yeah.
Next one is good. And he takes 2 wounds. He's down to 1.
Okay.
6s. Or, yeah.
Because you damage each and all that?
That was with the 6, right? It was 6
So
total
6 armor.
damage.
Yeah, 7 armor. 7 6-up saves.
Yeah.
And then you need to go through 3.
Oh, those were 2 damage.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So,
I was like, how did you make all that saves?
so that's 2, 4. So,
Sure, sure. Platform, number of shots, that's all important too, definitely. But as far as like your straight up stat, it's a good question of what's.
It just depends on what you're shooting at.
Yeah.
Okay. Last round you're shooting.
King the Knight, is it a knight? Is the platform you have it on a knight?
You're so good at it. He's going home. He's being fired. Literally gonna fire. So 6 6-ups.
all 6s. Nope, maybe not.
So that.
first one feels pain.
So that was the first shot down.
4 more.
4 more. Second one.
Sure. I don't think we can discount strength, definitely.
Yeah.
So roll one more.
One dies.
Yeah, 'cause it's 2 at a time. So yeah, he does. You got 2 more. And 2 more. Alright.
Kill 2, yeah.
Alright. This flyer is going to shoot him. The disintegrators.
So many disintegrators.
And amazingly, he rolled 4 5s. I can copy that. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
So many disintegrators.
4 more saves. 4 6-ups.
I'm not even gonna roll. That's no pain.
Like 8 mil of pain.
Do it, Nick. Do it.
Alright,
Tyrnanids.
I will roll 8 fill of pain.
Tyrnanids still know what hope is.
Here it is, 5s and 6s. Yeah, he
Holy
has
shit.
1 left. Alright, he's fine.
Holy shit.
You just make them all.
I'm gonna roll it, but if you insist, I'll live.
And you assist, I guess. Okay, the missiles into him.
You got nothing. You got nothing. I got carapace on. I'm in a tunnel, apparently.
What are your guns?
Like a tunnel.
You see that? You see that? That's why you roll your field of pains.
Because stuff like that happens.
Nothing. I'm with the rifles. 1 hit. 1 save.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I didn't reroll this, I'm sorry. Reroll for the wounds, because I bet you're doing 2 arm saves from that.
Denied!
It's just fine.
They're lucky, and they're in tunnels underground. You don't mess with him.
Don't mess with him. No, there you go.
One mortal, 2 armor saves.
You gotta feel no pain against mortal wound, right?
Feel the pain and everything. Like,
Do it! Don't.
armor save.
He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Feel no pain.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. 6.
Ah!
I live! Immortal warrior.
That's like 8 feel no pain.
The energies of all of his brothers.
Are you not entertained, internet? Are you not entertained?
So how many feel no pains did he just make?
Like
15?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
He's good.
Just take like 3 units shooting at him or something.
This reminds me of my favorite little 40k quote from the bottom of pages of 40 for all you old Rogue Trader people who remember it. The strongest are strongest alone.
Pretty much.
That was fantastic.
Matt has allowed him to live. He will be honored.
D6, right?
He will be saved for the witch fighting pits. This
True.
specimen will be saved. Must be saved.
It's -4.
Alright. 6 wounds.
I don't know why those laser lances are -4, but they are.
He gets 6. He did charge.
Yeah. It blows my mind that their freaking laser lances are like AP4. They're like, we have melter lances.
All lance weapons are AP4.
They have like these melee ones.
But
like,
they have lance in the name.
I'll give you that. It's just like this bizarre like 2 damage AP4. Like that's a bizarre combination.
I mean, it is, but I think that like sometimes the Eldar, like the lance is just translation of whatever of the Eldar like word of power or something, and you're like, they figure out like if we just name it lance, it just ignores armor. Like that's some kind of like universal law of magic.
My lance hammer.
The lance aspect.
Why don't we call these shuriken lances, guys? Like it'd be so much better.
I have not rated once with them all game. So 4 armor saves. I don't even know what to say.
3. He takes 2 more ones.
Because they're like, 2 shots down, 6 shots.
Alright, Carnifex down. We have a Carnifex down.
They don't explode though. So
Gonna shoot a
It is
pistol into the
sad, I know.
Commander, hot tyrant. He
So sad the way he says
He does
that.
nothing.
I hit him. He doesn't do a thing. He doesn't do a thing. No, it's not a thing.
No cover actually, because he assaulted. So we'll do the right lances.
All right. Crimson Hunter. The Crimson Hunter Exarch shooting into the Carnifex. You can
scared now.
you can immediately
Everybody's watching the warrior.
you can immediately see Matt's Crimson Hunter because it's gray on the bottom right, left, the bottom left.
It's at -3, so you'll have a 6 armor.
2.
2 6 ups. You're no warrior. 3 damage. Just falls. It was not worth the scouts.
The second Carnifex is down.
These 3 scouts are going to shoot high tyrant.
Still got 1. That's all I need.
They hit. They know how to run and gun with sniper rifles. I'm not sure how, but 2 more wounds and 2 armor saves. 360 no scope. These guys play some Call of Duty.
Armor save will be a 2 up. He tried to charge those, so it's 3. Yeah, he declared charge. So it takes 1.
And then 2
Don't feel
kills.
the same. So 3 down. He hasn't taken any so far. So.
That's all he gets. Okay. Go to assault phase. He will charge first into this guy and overwatch against it. Amazing.
Tyranids need more flamers.
More shenanigans.
More shenanigans.
You know they have the
They're
have the-
going to charge in 2.
Pyrovore.
Sure, let's get them. You can put 4 like flamers weapons on a Carnifex. That'd be scary.
This twice. 6s. 1 6.
Now we got some charging going down in the middle of the board as Matt tries to clear things up here.
Clearing the path through the bugs.
Good. no, they failed for attacks. Okay. They're good. That was me. Yeah. Conceal it.
If only that handy tokens.
Those that you're gonna charge with knots, you just shoot them.
Grotesques and
Brody gold pistols,
Lancers in the center, and Grotesques on the top.
Charging. They go in almighty 3. I'll just they're just put it up there. I'm not sure if it's stupid. What do you think the Lair is? Maybe like an 8-inch charge or something.
You just try it, buddy.
Is the Ravager
He's
gonna
the one.
charge?
You know what? I
He's
learned my
starting to
mistake.
believe.
I already got a kill. I'm not gonna push my luck. That guy's an asshole. I know what's gonna happen.
I don't even know what pain is.
I don't even know what. I am bullets. I have become the bullets.
It's the bad guy from that one Bond movie. What was the Bond movie? That guy had been like shot in the head and couldn't feel pain.
I don't know.
Guys,
Dr. Feel no pain.
oh no. It's one of the
It's not Jaws.
Pierce Brosnan movies.
Oh, well, that's why no one remembers it.
I think it's the one that go to Istanbul, right? At the end, on the Princess Island. Chat, back me out. Who's the Bond villain who can't feel pain because he has like a bullet lodged in his brain?
That's not normal for him to like hit with the moon and everything. Okay, these guys are going to hit with their flesh gauntlets. We're going to give you a bad touch.
Flesh gauntlets.
Sounds like a really bad sex.
That sounds. Well, sounds like a terrible close combat weapon.
I mean that too, but like.
It's like a meat helmet. It's like it's just not gonna work.
Just saying, like flesh gauntlets. That sounds like something you find in the dark corner of the internet.
Okay. You want to interrupt me anyway?
Don't search for it.
No.
Don't search for
I
it.
mean, unless
Whatever
you search
do.
for like 40k flesh gauntlet, probably okay.
Yes, I get one.
Still maybe not.
Would you like it?
Still maybe not.
Going, he would really, he can swing things.
How many wounds toughness do you have?
He's an asshole. He has 5 wounds, T5, 4 of pinball, 6 of feeling pain. Gets 1 reroll per game. He doesn't. He's okay in combat, but he's a bitch.
I'll put my tail on your homunculus.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna give him.
You're an asshole.
Hits a tail, yeah. Which misses horribly anyway.
I connected that one. Why is this been working either?
Carefully raised your tail for 20 years. Cultivated it.
Trained it.
Yes. And released it out of the tail. Like how?
He's gonna fucking die.
Okay. How long does I guess this swing? 5 attacks. 4 hits, 2 4s. 2 involves. 2 damage each.
16.
Down to 1. Barrels involve and kills all. That's his limit. These guys are just.
Not good for the Nits, folks.
Not looking good for the Nets.
Almost all the warriors are gone. About all the gaunts are gone. Most of the Carnifexes are
I
gone.
would say my army is gone.
Yeah.
It's okay because that
You got something tunneling, don't you?
the
Some rivers.
but the Malanthrope does like 10
Yeah,
mortal wounds to
yeah.
everyone within 12 inches, so it's fine.
Both your thropes are fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take 12 damage. I'm sorry, you take 14 damage.
This is on the Carvex.
Yeah, -4.
Well, that Carnifex is dead.
The Lance's at -4. I do not understand. I keep saying I don't understand why it's -4. It's bizarre.
It's a lance.
It's like
It's a lance. It's got lance technology in it.
Like a power fist is -3. Apparently a lance it's like -4. Like Elder Trickery.
It's because they hit you with a light like a bright lance at point blank range, right? Like
also Elder Codex has
You take a
-4
jet
melee.
bike. And you
sure.
put Lance
Well, it's because
Armstrong on
they're
him.
not stabbing you. They're shooting you at point.
I
Yeah.
guess that's the ultimate Eldar weapon, melee weapon is we're not going to melee. We're just going to shoot you at point blank.
Yeah.
With a lance. Alright. So yeah.
Well, it's like when Jen played her first game, right? She thought that bright lances were a close combat weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sucked for me because I wasn't paying attention.
She's like, these things are the best close combat weapon in the game. They stay to land. Yeah, they stay lance on them.
I just turn my laser on and like hit you.
Yeah.
It's just permanent laser. Let's see a lightsaber. And some genius elder was like, why don't we just shoot these at each other?
Oh, it's done. What?
That was good. That was good. 93 is the kill guns. 10 guns.
Oh my god. Oh god.
That's all the
They're
guns.
already in the dead pile.
They're already in the table. Just like, don't worry about it. We're just going to walk over there with that. Alright, your turn.
Oh. At least he has synapse.
At least he's alive.
He's gonna get revenge. He's gonna kill this asshole.
His eye exploded, do like 9 mortal wounds.
All right, so that was
This one's down to 5.
end of 2.
Yeah.
End of 2.
Alright, let's see what
That's
you
another
do.
5
Another
points, I
5.
assume.
Another 5 points.
Another 5.
Right there. All right, so they're
I
up
feel like
to.
Because holding
he's
an
up to 10.
objective.
Very dumb, yeah. When I was like, it should be neutral, but
Yeah.
I know John Cook and I've asked him this question before. He's like, no, they're why?
Like I feel like
Ten.
I feel like it's
Running
very
totals.
hard, especially past turn 1, to not score 5
Yeah,
points.
you're just always gonna score. You kill a unit, cool. You got
Yeah.
5 points.
Yeah,
Max
cool.
points.
Yeah, like do it.
All right. Tyrnid turn 3. Here we go. As fast as possible. Go.
What? He's got like an hour left.
I know.
This game's not gonna go another hour.
He could.
Hey, if
You'd
that
like-
lawyer keeps making fun of you, pants.
I'm feeling you guys.
The game will continue until Nick can no longer roll 5.
We're gonna have the 7-inning stretch. We're gonna- There's nap time. There's like all the phases that we forget about.
Laser's gonna get down.
I mean,
Smite that.
so the question is that last warrior the agent of Vect, which is
the agent of
which is
Vect.
why they left him alive, or have they left him alive to make the Tyranids think he's the
Making
agent
it
of
look
Vect?
real, like we're really trying to kill
Yeah,
him.
no,
We're
really.
actually not.
Yeah, that's the agent
You know
all
what?
along.
Now you
My
have an hour.
Malanthrop can fly. He can assault.
Do it. He only has one
I
wound
got
left.
assaults.
Wait,
He has one
Malanthrop?
attack, I
Fly
think.
his brains out.
Then you get like a fruit, and then you get my tower.
Gentlemen, you have an hour.
Yeah, alright. Shoots him. My warrior is gonna try to get revenge and shoot this thing.
Alright.
Use your jump. 2 shots. That's minus 1. He is minus 6, so he's at my 4. He hits 1. Strength 8.
Threes.
Damn it. I'm gonna spend
No, who's gonna command point that?
He hits and wounds and minus 2.
I'm good.
God damn it. That's better at it.
This comes down to the Malanthrop headbutting
One,
it.
minus 1.
How much damage? He dies. Does he blow up? Can you command point that? Yes! Oh.
It explodes. It blows up the airplane.
It
Blows up right in the middle of all the Tyranids.
The Gaunts are dead. The Gaunts are dead.
I think it's 6 inches deep.
And good afternoon, Company Master. 97.
I'll do some bikes.
All right, what is the radius? What's the radius of the explosion? Well, first he has to find it in his army list,
Yeah.
I do.
which is going to take a while.
Wait. What?
All the Gaunts are dead. There are no living Gaunts.
Both armies die. Build our fusion reactor annihilates half the planet.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
a big
saw on the
kill
6
pile up
explodes,
in the
roll a
top
D6,
right.
I was like, D6, well, no, it's 6 inches deeper. So yeah, I get the bikes. I get my bikes, D3, 2, feel pains. They felt it. He deserved it. Against Malanthrop, he takes 3 more wounds.
Oh my god. I don't even know how many wounds he has. He got like 9.
Yeah,
Should
but-
not try to headbutt this thing.
Malanthrop. Something Malanthrop. You take 3?
I took 3.
6.
Against the that guy. He takes 2.
You got bloody quick, yeah. Like
And the
turn
Triumphs?
turn 1 was kind of not like super crazy, and it's Good.
All right. Well, it
Can't
blew
just
up
do one
good.
with Tyrannosaurus, because he's got 14 wounds. Now he got 3 dice.
Okay, he doesn't have to do 3. Sure. Good. I'll take that loss.
Scrap metal is what tanks deserve to be.
6 wounds left, and these are both at 8.
Full. 13 full.
He's going to shoot at this one. No, 4, and that's right. We'll shoot that one. And he's going to add some slime to that. Are they minus 2?
Okay.
Minus to anything?
No. Unfortunately, we're out of here.
Was the exocrine firing?
Yeah.
All right. Exocrine taking a
Slimy
shot.
acid plasma.
With slimy acid, he's firing at the centermost Ravager. A lot of hits.
7, 7, 6, so 3. Oh, Jesus. 5 at minus 3.
5 at minus 3.
Okay, 5 go through.
Doing 3 damage.
He's gonna die.
Did it just totally blow up?
Probably. I made 1. He takes 14 and dies. Does he blow up? No.
Can I force you to?
All right. Wow. Look at that.
There we go.
He's one-shotted. Boom. Adios, Ravager.
No, we're good.
This one will try to blow up the other one.
Well, it only has 6 left.
No, I don't have full.
Got 4?
I hit the 6 one from his main.
Oh, okay. Okay, Tyrannofex.
Oh. Oh.
Strength damage, so 3, so 1.
Nope, how much? D6?
6.
Ooh.
Bam.
I take 5.
All right.
You're doing pretty good. Those last 2 dudes.
So I shoot like a tick at you, and then there's like a seed, or maybe a seed and then a tick, and then like the tick explodes, and then the seed implodes. that's the old lore around back then, anyway.
It's gross. No matter what it is, it's gross.
I keep thinking about getting up and moving the secondary camera, but I have a feeling if I move it, whatever's there is going to die.
Yeah.
So just wait till they get back to this combat that's actually in front of that camera.
Charging.
Okay. Disintegrate.
Into the assault phase.
This is the ballsiest war I've ever seen.
Does the Malanthrope have no shooting attacks? It doesn't.
It does not.
If anybody plays World of Warcraft, that's my alarm for the Stranglethorn fishing tournament, so go do that.
Right?
What's that?
Right. Clearing the charge, you lost the cover bonus?
Yes.
2
We're streaming the event until it is done. So this is round 2. There's one more round after that.
For all the marbles.
This round
One has
finishes
died.
at 4:45, and then we'll take a little bit of a break and be back.
We come back with round 3. Table
But it
1.
won't be a very long break.
Yeah, it'll be very short.
Strike in,
Yeah.
I guess ult your.
So we'll be going till probably, I would say, at least 7 p.m. Central Time.
Look at the tail on everyone.
Getting on fire or something?
Maybe a little past.
Finish out the top game, and then we do an interview with the top player for the day.
Yep.
2 wounds.
2 wounds per test. 4 ups. We'll go through 3 damage.
Alright, so some grotesques are getting damaged. And there was another 5 points. Nick's going to get another 5 points this round.
They just like literally like you give you the press.
We'll just strap a stake to my fist.
Why would you freaking roll well these stupid things? 2 armor saves so far. I just want to get a mortal wound and kill him.
Minus.
I know.
3. He's good.
The whip.
The whip.
The whip.
The flesh gauntlet fail.
Well, yeah, they've not rolled a 6. Playing roll 6, I've already 2 minus 2. I rolled a single 6 on anyway.
He takes both.
So he dies.
He's going to strike back.
Go for it.
It's 2 or 1. Same pattern. Unless it's double 3. Every dude's 2 wounds.
How much is 3?
Take that.
You explode.
He does explode.
Yeah.
Another grotesque goes down.
He's gonna.
Rob's got it.
He doesn't
Here's
explode.
some tentacles. We're like, hey, Tyrnanids, don't you like tentacles?
We do like tentacles. Yes, sir, we do.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's swords.
You made him explode, right?
Exploded with tentacles.
Yeah.
It's called Death Frenzy.
It's Death Frenzy.
Alright, so that is the end of Nick's turn. Right?
Let's see. I kill a unit. And
Kill
I
2
have
units.
objectives, so 5.
You get 5.
5 it
It's
is.
so hard not to get 5.
Oh, you killed the flyer and a ravager.
Yeah.
And whittle down some of the grotesques, like significant whittling down of beginning to significantly whittle down Matt's offensive firepower, but a little late for it at this point.
All right,
Still got
and
5 models. That's all I need.
we got Dark Eldar.
I mean, you still got the warrior left. That's all you need,
No,
apparently. Oh, he died.
I'm charging. Mr. The One. So sad.
All right, here we go. Shining Spears moving up towards the top of the board. They seem to be forming some type of an arc around the Exocrine. I wonder what they're up to.
Try to get as many exploders as they can.
It looks like organized swimming, like
Yeah.
synchronized swimming. That's what it looks like from the top. Dark Eldar Flyer up on top of the hill. And
I need to move.
the room.
What is his face?
The commander. Sorry, that would be 2. Going all night.
Archon. Another Ravager.
Ravager's getting in there.
Ravager's up on
Oh, no,
top.
he's not crippled, that's right. This one is. He's full.
It's true. Tyrnid hugs are the best.
The commander.
The ones that don't have a lot of arms to give you hugs have really big arms to give you hugs,
You're spiky and acidy.
which is the best hug. A spiky, acidy,
Even the
tentacly
Warlocks are
hug.
moving up now. They're jumping off that hill. Moving on up.
Well, they've got to lock down this war.
Yep. Either Warlock will walk. Or sorry, one of the Warlocks will run. What else they can really do? They don't have any range. Okay. So you say you got fly.
Bring it on.
I've waited my
It's like I got brains.
I never get to shoot flying things.
All right, Crimson Hunter Exarch. Looks like he's
I
going to
will-
be going for the Malanthrope.
I will give you each a Bic pen if the if the Malanthrope survives and charges one of those flyers.
Your proposal is acceptable.
Now you have my attention.
I didn't know you had big pen money.
Doom the
Extreme.
I give another 8 if you get denied.
I do get good.
Oh.
You're also within Shadow's range. So
You deny me anyway, yeah. You done. The next one will be Fortune on Ice. They will be Fortunes. Okay, let's go to the shooting phase. We'll start with the big one. Crimson Hunter into the Malanthrope. Let's get this out of the way.
-1.
It's always -1, right? Lances getting all on force. They all both hit on first one like that. Need 3, so you're going to be 5. We're never getting its flyers. Round I pick the flyer. 2 -4. They're not any weapons. D6. It takes 6 damage and dies.
No Bic pens for you guys.
I thought I got the pin if I got killed.
No,
Insult.
if it didn't die and it charged, and the flyer killed it in
You just
assault.
lost me a big pen. You son of a bitch.
What have I done? I'm an asshole. Shining spears are going to shoot all lances into him, all of the guns.
You may have won the tournament, but you've lost the pen.
You've lost the style points.
So Lance is here.
Yep, 7
Strike
kill
and,
Strike 8 lance.
he's a character. Yeah, he's a character. So.
Oh, is he a character?
Yeah.
Wong, Wong, Wong. Oh, they're all characters, aren't they?
He's
I
Wong.
forgot those 2
I'm sad that it's not the one warriors left with a bunch of characters.
These 2 will shoot at him.
That would have been great also.
We'll shoot 2 there. The rest of the game. The 2 laser lances into the back guy.
Can you split shooting by squad if one member was.
That's why last game we were actually useful.
I mean, like split, because this is the closest unit to the unit.
Is it not by? I just measured my model. I don't know if it's unit or model. You know, if it's unit or
What are you trying to do?
Targeting basically one.
It's by unit because you declare targets by unit,
Okay,
and then you
so
split fire by models. So you can't declare the target by because your units pick
You'll have to
targets.
kill me with your Ravagers.
Oh yeah, it's simple. So 7th of the HQ guy. So I guess hits. He's a 4. He rolls everything against monsters. Wounds you
I'm
can.
not a monster. I'm a friend of the wood.
And I have 6 more little lances. 5s. 2, 4 more damage.
I explode, perhaps. Oh.
I don't know. Nick's bugs didn't get to eat enough, so they don't have that gas to explode.
That's Ravager's gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna re-roll it, see if I explode.
Man point.
Oh.
Still does not explode.
The crippled Ravager shooting into the warrior. 6, 7.
Well, that sounds like a recipe for success.
4 hits. He's like T5, right? Yeah. The warrior.
He should be 4. Pretty sure it's over.
I think it's +1 for me. Sorry. That's right.
Oh, he's 5. Yes.
So he takes 2 damage unless he has an invul.
He does not.
2 damage. Then my Archon will shoot him. He will hit. Then roll 1. He will fail. He's gonna shoot at a
He's the one now. You can't.
He's the one. Plasmatic launcher gets 3 shots.
I didn't realize you were fighting Nick's Highlander list over here.
1 arm save.
Minus nothing.
You're gonna die with strength.
Advance, so he's the straight up. He's good.
Well,
There's always one.
I think it's
Yeah, he's good.
that one.
There's always one model in the army you can't kill. When you kill that, another army model becomes the one you can't kill. The key is to kill all the other models first, but you never know if you're gonna find the model you can't kill first or later. And like sometimes it's kind of wasted when you're like, oh, my Warlord Titan's the model you can't kill, and everyone's like, well, no, really, obviously, your Warlord Titan.
5. He takes 4.
Cyber sent him to shoot. Why? Disintegrates. Okay. I do nothing. Your open foot missiles, 6 shots. 4s, and then 5 roll. Take 2, and -1.
3s. Alright.
Alright. And then split around.
It won't die.
2 arm saves.
Mine is done.
No.
Staying alive.
Snipers, and go 6 snipers. 1 hit. They're not very good sniping. Apparently, a giant target. More wound and armor save.
Oh. No, that was fine.
Okay.
Like I thought we could only snipe things that are 5 inches away from us.
Certainly not things downrange.
Assaults.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Need a big number for him. No. But I can roll assaults. Again.
Who you're playing?
This thing. my playing strategy. These guys will charge with them. We can overwatch that one.
3 whole Overwatch shots.
Yeah, if they hit though.
You can
Hey,
do it.
one.
Hey.
Got one.
Wound. -4, sucker.
And they go to 6.
Did you hurt it? It made it save or what?
How many moons did it take?
No, they made their full pinball.
Oh, that's sad.
Womp womp
They have
womp.
invulnerable flesh guns.
We've improved for the Tyrnanid. They're going to charge like a 12 or something.
just like, I'm just imagining this is like the Tyrnid car wash where they're like, come get washed by meat. Like,
Why don't they roll 6s? 3 armor saves.
just a couple grotesques with like soaked up meat, like suddy steaks, rubbing them all over a Tyrnid carapace.
That's like how Kobe beef happens.
Pretty well.
It's similar.
It's similar, yeah.
It's like
Powerful limb.
how Kobe high fleets happen.
Your turn.
All right, Matt, you got 5 more?
I kill units, yes. Kill unit, get 5 points. I like this.
This is a good, simple thing.
Kill unit, you score max points. I like
Yeah,
this.
this is great.
I don't know why there's another paragraph before this. I can score,
Pretty
it's just
much.
Kill a unit.
I mean, you could not control any objectives.
There's like 6 on the board.
Yeah.
You have to try to get away from all you
Yeah,
All right,
you
and
gotta
look for
try.
the top of 4. Come on, Tyranids. What are they doing?
He's gonna.
Watch out! Watch out!
Meat. Fails. I'll reroll that one.
There you go.
5, yes.
Pass.
Well, deny it with my parse here. I rolled a 10.
Oh. Second screen.
Kill it.
With 7.
7 on 9 again. I'll use green parse to try that again. Rolled 7.
I don't understand what this is.
Yeah.
This
Take
drink?
Is it for me?
2.
It's for you.
1 damage.
Ooh, it's ice coffee.
And if you're a psyker, you don't lose a psychic.
Really sad that the Malanthrope died.
Combat?
I mean, I
It's like you never see Malanthropes.
well, that's why they're not getting big pens, because the Malanthrope
I
died.
know.
We went over this. I'm sad too.
For all you guys who are watching on the internet, this is still not our best close combat that has like ever happened in a game ever, which was clearly the shield captain, the Custodes shield captain, who had his last wound, who charged the Wazdaka jet,
Yes.
who had its last wound
Killed-
and killed it, and then it exploded and killed him too.
Yep.
And they both died. That ended the game.
His arm's good. He's down to 7.
He's in it for the long haul.
Because that's 40k.
He'll be there forever.
It's power fisting, it's flesh gauntlet.
So what happened on your turn, Nick?
I screamed, did a whole wound to his Ravager.
Okay.
And I maybe punched some dudes and didn't do anything.
All right.
But you have that big giant gun. You're so large and strong.
But you have 2 models left right now, or 3?
I have 2 whole models.
2 models. So that's another.
And I've got all the. Oh, shit. Got to bring my rippers in.
Ah, you could have had
Bring the
objectives.
Oh, well.
I think
So how many points was that? Did you get?
kill a wound.
Yeah, I did a whole wound.
Do you control an objective?
I
Did you control any objectives?
do.
You do control objective.
So
You got a point.
You got a point.
All right.
All right, that's 1. So that is
12
12.
to 15.
12 to 15 as of right now. We're moving to the bottom of 4 to the Eldar turn.
Sure. You move the flyers, they don't automatically explode.
I think it depends on which nids. I think some nids probably do taste good. It depends on if there's more flesh, less chitin, right? Like the more chitinous nids don't taste as good.
You just need it's like soft shell crab.
They're
Right.
all like lobster.
It's
Yeah.
like some combination of lobster and crab. If it's soft shell crab, you just eat them.
Well, I imagine it's all like fugu, right?
And if it's not, then you have to.
It's
It's like fugu.
it's like blowfish,
except
right?
It's all poison.
like nid is incredibly tasty, but there's like an 80% chance you die if it's not prepared right, you know. So
even Kroot won't eat Tyranids.
yeah, but
Remember that.
they're not allowed to eat Tyranids.
No,
Because if they start eating Tyranids, they take on Tyranid
Because they
characteristics,
become Tyranid.
and then you're just a Tyranid. That's how you get Gene Stealer cult, Larry.
This is true.
Yes.
You roll 1, he only rolls 1. Reroll 1 to win.
At least you're using the reroll ones.
1 involved.
I think you've used that reroll one like every turn.
D6. I have, literally, he always rolls a 1 to win.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Why are you doing this?
6.
Agents are backed.
All right. So that is the Archon finishing off the Neuron throw.
He rolled 1 to hit and a reroll. Rolled a 1 to wound and a reroll. He's like, I hate myself. I had to look at the written, like, oh yeah, I'm good at this.
Oh yeah.
It's up to you. You
Well,
gotta
it was on page 16 of your list.
I will solve.
So that is the last Tyranid model you can see there.
Right there.
Looking for 6 of
Clearly, this is the best shot in the house
left-hand corner is dead.
because that is the only Tyranid left. Right there, bottom center. Tyrannifex in close combat with 2 grotesques.
So having seen this battle play out now, I think the historical battle we're seeing here is clearly Custer's last stand.
That was about to sound like is it General
This is clearly the little big horn.
starring the Tyrannifex as General Custer.
Yeah. Because
and Matt's surviving Ravager as Crazy Horse.
much like Custer, Nick has split into 3 columns in his advance, and they were defeated in detail.
This is true. Actually, I'm going to say that Crazy Horse is the Exarch because he's just going backwards and forwards across the line, daring them to kill, daring them to shoot him, and completely fearless.
So we've moved from Waterloo to the Little Bighorn.
Fantastic.
We can only guess what the last battle is going to be.
Verdun.
That's the Guard versus Death Guard game, right? If we get an IG versus Death Guard.
Okay, so what you're seeing now are those are the pulsating tendrils of the Tyranids, or the back of Matt's shirt.
Most serious in the back.
Don't
Yeah.
know.
Let me fix that.
That's our
There we
green.
go.
That's our mobile green screen you see. Internet, you can change that to whatever you want.
We would prefer dancing. We would prefer dancing zebras.
Yes.
Okay, going back. What's that Crimson Hunter gonna do?
He's gonna do nothing probably.
Gonna do some of his crazy Eldar moving.
Fly this way.
All right. Crazy Horse taking his move.
Mm-hmm.
If only he was crimson. Then people can see.
There we go. We have what is the model?
No, there's no reason. I mean, they're just because it's fun and because there's not a point in finishing early. We have to wait for the tournament round to wrap up anyway, so they're just messing around at this point.
Also, in theory, if you go to turn 6,
this one's turn 4, so they do have to complete turn 4 to get the extra bonus points.
right.
And we've seen how literal you have to take these rules.
Yes.
So if we didn't finish turn 4, even if they conceded before then, they might not get that point.
That is correct. Then they wouldn't.
Alright, give me 4.
He's good. You just watch.
It's good. He's over here.
Oh. Does he explode? I have 1 command point left.
Do it.
He explodes!
Oh!
I don't even know what that does. He's never done that before.
General Custer. He explodes.
2 and 3 inches.
Historically correct, as he did during the Battle of the
definitely.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Well, right, it makes sense though, because Custer himself made his last stand on a hill, right? And the last of the 7th Cavalry was overrun up on the hill there.
There we go.
And that was the hill with them running it over.
You know who my infiltrators were? The Rippers that never came. They knew it was going to happen.
They're like, never come in.
They were the agents of the Rippers were the agents of that.
Yes.
He
The High Tower
infiltrated.
shows up and he's like, I can't, oh god, the Rippers eat my legs.
No way, why?
No, they're like, yeah, totally. We totally hear that synapse creature. Meanwhile, there's an Eldar Farseer being like, whoa.
Alrighty.
Alright, so
So
what are our final scores?
So
He can't get 5 points the last turn, so you only get. There's another kill, so you only get 1 point.
so it's 12 to 16.
but he can get 5
Hold an enemy objective.
if he holds 2 enemy objectives. He can.
Hold 2 enemy objectives. Okay,
Yeah.
so you get 5.
Okay, so in that case, it's 12 to 20, and then the actual.
What do you mean 12 20? It should be.
30.
Oh, we're turn.
Well, it's
5.
12 to 20 at the end.
Turn 5, so
Yeah.
12.
Now it should be. But
And
then you should
add
get.
all the bonus. Then you add
Yeah. So.
Then there's the actual primary points.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 34 for the primary. because you control all 6 objectives, or
Yeah, I control all 6.
so it's 10, 10, 8, 8, 4, 4, which is
44 points.
34, right? 44, 44.
44.
So 44 onto
So
the 20.
74 plus
30.
Huh?
It's 44 onto the 30.
Right. So 74,
74.
plus you have the war.
75, complete turn 476.
What's the last one?
Fast march 77.
77. Yeah.
And I got 12.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of
13.
points.
13.
So
70. So
what-
13
What
to
were you?
77.
Oh, shouldn't you get 14, Nick?
It was close.
Aren't most
I got 14.
aren't more than, don't you have more units out of your deployment zone than in it?
I have 2 in the nothing zone, and I have 0 in my deployment zone. Therefore,
Technically, they're all in the graveyard. It's not in your deployment zone.
There. The question is, where is heaven? Where is Tyranid heaven? And is it in my deployment zone? I'm going to argue. The argument is that Tyranid heaven is not in my
I
deployment
love
zone.
being here, guys. Come on. Where are those rippers? Wait a minute. They're betraying us.
All right, 14 to
That's actually what it is.
14 to 77.
Oh, it's so good.
This worked out. We can get all the Tyranid.
Alright, so now we have to do some sort of app thing.
I don't know my password. I just gave it to him.
14 to 77. Let John. Let the
All right,
judges
guys.
do it.
I'm gonna watch him calculate out. Like, wait a minute.
That was amazing.
So
That was a crazy 4 turns, everybody.
crazy and Icarus 4 turns.
There's another guy. No, he failed because of the flyer.
we are going
Down
to
the
take
list.
we're going to take a short break and we'll be back up
And
with
we will-
the final game of the day.
We're at table 1 for all the marbles.
All right, we see you guys then.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.